Hello everybody. We've done a video already on social media. What I wanted to do today is expand on that other video that we already have, because we need to be able to talk about which social media platforms to use and how they're going to work for your business, because it's really important to know which platform you're going to use and whether it's going to work for you and your business. Each platform is very different and they do have different audiences. Now, this video is just from our experience and our opinions. There are lots of opinions and advice out there over social media, so feel free to take on board whatever you feel is going to be relevant to you and your business. Now, we have always used organic growth. We have never paid for followers and never paid for adverts. So that's something that's a hot topic on occasion, but we are all organic. Okay, so we've grown our Instagram from nothing. Now, Instagram is my favorite platform because it's visual and I just like pretty flashy videos and pretty things. Now, if you're going to post on Instagram, you can use Reels, which are obviously very popular right now. You can use videos and you can use just normal posts with a graphic or a picture. You need a little bit of content with every post and you need to use some hashtags. Now, there's a few people talking about how many hashtags. You can use up to 30 last time I checked. We use around 20 on each post, but occasionally you can use less. There's no obligation to actually use them or not. It's just recommended because it will help your reach. The same with Reels. Don't feel under pressure to do them. This whole, pointing here and there, you can do it. Of course you can. They've just got a higher organic reach. If you want to do them, great. If not, just use your normal posts. Facebook, we've got a Facebook page. We post on there a couple of times a day usually, but we schedule everything. So Facebook page reach has gone down the last year or so. It's not recommended that you share your page posts to every single group and every single thing out there. Those shares, Facebook doesn't really like them. If you're going to post in a business group, post it organically. Don't just share your posts everywhere. Facebook is not such a huge fan of hashtags like Instagram is. You can use maybe 5 or 6 per post if you wish, but it doesn't really have the same effect, I don't think. And it can just look a bit spammy on your posts. So use what you can, but don't feel obligated to use them on Facebook. YouTube, we're on it now. We're growing our YouTube channel. So to be honest, I'm not sure that I can provide a huge amount of top tips on YouTube apart from being consistent. Make sure you're posting consistently if you're going to use it at all. Twitter is a whole other ball game, I believe, to any other platform that you're going to use, because it's very fast paced. So when we use Twitter, we use our scheduling software. We use later.com. We use it for all of our platforms. Now, Later allows you to schedule whenever you like. Now, our Twitter is scheduled between 7 to 10 times a day. Now, we're very lucky because we have a website full of content with blogs and with pages. I don't know how many pages we have, but we have a lot of pages. If you have products, you're likely to have a lot of content and products as well. Now, Twitter, I think is still very relevant. But I know a lot of people have actually stopped using it because they don't get much from it. Now, it has a character count, so you can't make your posts very long. I would always recommend putting something nice and visual on it. And again, using a few hashtags, but it's very fast paced. One post will disappear very quickly. I think there are like thousands of news sort of tweets per second. So even once you've posted once, that will have disappeared on your page refresh. So Twitter needs a little bit more research as to whether it's going to be worthwhile for you and your business. it is for us. But again, I know lots of people that have stopped using it because the amount of time on, you know, and spent on it with the return of investment wasn't worthwhile. But for us it is. So please make sure you think about spreading yourself too thinly across all the platforms, or whether you're just going to choose one or two. Whichever ones you choose, please just stay consistent. Now, consistent means different things to different people, but you must post, because nowadays somebody might find you on your website, but they're going to then check your social media, and if it hasn't been updated for between 6 months and a year, they're going to wonder if you're even still open. So if you have an active page, please, please, please use it. Maybe once a month if it's overwhelming for you. Hopefully that was a nice overview of how you use each platform. It was a very quick overview, and it's just from our experience of how to use them. We've been using Reels quite a lot on Facebook, Instagram recently, and they've been working really well for us. And they're not all, you know, looking and pointing with the music. They're all very different. But you can use anything if you're product based as well. There's an awful lot of potential for what you can post if you're product based. Service based, things that we look for is posts that are fun. People always like to interact with fun posts. So if you have something funny to share, something educational, so like a top tip or something in your industry that many people don't know about. Obviously you can do advert posts, but try and keep them to a minimal. You can, a story like a case study, you know, something like that, and then some testimonials. There's a few ideas of content that you can use. And like I say, think about the platforms you are using. A quick recap: Instagram is where your hashtags are, 20 to 30 per post. Don't overthink it. Hashtag web design, hashtag web hosting, hashtag IT support. Honestly, don't overthink it. Think of all the things that are going to be relevant to you. Keep a list of them. That's what we do. We've got probably 17 pages in a Word document, nothing spectacular, and use those. You probably should change the hashtags that you use on each post, but again, don't overthink it. Just do what you can. So Instagram is where your hashtags are and where your stories are, and where your posts and your reels can go. Facebook, a little bit less versatile with the whole hashtag thing. Maybe only use a couple and just post when you can. Don't expect £1 million from an organic post on Facebook. Just make sure you're using it so that people are aware that it is still an active page. Twitter, fast-paced, really quick. Service-based, yes, we do well on Twitter, but I don't know how well it works for others. Obviously product-based, you can get those out there quite quickly and get a link. You can add a link on Twitter to every single post, the same as Facebook, whereas Instagram, you've only got your link in bio. And YouTube, like I say, we're still building that. So yeah, any top tips that you'd like to share with us on YouTube, we'd always be open to listening. But for me, just don't feel pressured to pay for all of these ads. I've never paid for anything on social media platforms. It's all organic reach, and it has worked quite well for us. So I know there are some great results out there, but for me, I just feel like you need to do what's right for you and your business rather than feel pressured into paying for things that you might not need at the time. So I hope that's helpful. Social media honestly can be an absolute overwhelming thing. And if this video has still left you overwhelmed, please look into Black Nova Social on Instagram. We are able to take on new clients. We are welcoming new clients, and we do offer social media management for everyone that needs it. We can create content, graphics, and posts for you. We just need to know what your branding is, your branding colours, for example. So we are available. We can help if you still feel like you can't do it on your own. Pop us a call anytime. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and if you would like any more top tips on any particular subject, let me know. Thanks very much.